Hey, how is all my wonderful viewers and subscribers doing out there today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nicky D, and welcome back to the Nicky D channel. Today, we're going to be doing top 10 WWE High Flyers. Who's your favorite high flyer of all time? Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video with all your friends, and smash that subscribe button. Other than that, let's get to it. Number 10, Matt Hardy. From Cameron, North Carolina, Matt Hardy is one half of the Hardy Boys. Matt Hardy had revolutionized the ladder match, and with his finisher, the Twist of Fate, was very devastating. Matt Hardy has always been great at high flying, and the Hardy Boys had won multiple tag team titles with their high flying ability. Matt Hardy was definitely a future Hall of Famer, and his ability to fly through the air is why he's going to get to the Hall of Fame. Matt Hardy hopefully will make a return to WWE soon. I guess we'll wait and see on that. But number 10, Matt Hardy. Number 9, Montz Ford. Montz Ford is one half of the Street Profits. And when the Street Profits first appeared on the main roster, Montz Ford had the ability to fly like no other. When he jumped off the top rope, he got such heights that we really thought that he got into a whole nother stratosphere before coming down and hitting his finisher splash. Montz Ford alongside Angelo Dawkins. Dawkins is the powerhouse of the Street Profits, but Montz Ford was the high flyer. And Montz Ford was excellent at high flying. I would love to see a high flying Montz Ford make a return to WWE. Right now, he's more of a power fighter, but if he could go back to that high flying ability, Montz Ford can be very entertaining. Number 8, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels was definitely one of the best high flyers in the late 90s. You could definitely add Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero to the conversation. But Shawn Michaels had a master performance every time Shawn Michaels went to the air with that elbow. He got so much height when he jumped off the top rope, similar to Montz Ford. And Shawn Michaels did have his sweet chin music, but when he went to the top rope, we was in for a treat. And Shawn Michaels came through every single time. And honestly, without Shawn Michaels, I don't think we would have a lot of the high flyers that we have today. So definitely number 8, Shawn Michaels. Number 7, Ricochet. Ricochet is just an amazing sight to see in the ring. Whether he's a high flying to the point where he's going over the top rope and over the barricade during the pandemic era, or he's taking a gnarly RKO from Randy Orton, Ricochet delivers entertainment. His 630 splash is something unlike anything we had ever seen before. Ricochet, when it comes to the high flying division, is a gem. There's no denying that. If we had to brought back the cruiserweight division, I could see Ricochet being the cruiserweight champion, because the high flying ability that Ricochet has is unparalleled. It makes my jaw drop every single time. And that's why I could see Ricochet on WWE television for years to come. Number 6, the man that gravity forgot, Neville. Neville had such a beautiful ability in WWE when it came to high flying. I know now he's a mainstay on AEW as Pac, but Neville's ability in WWE around 2015, his high flying technique definitely puts him on this list. Neville is such a wonderful entertainer. He could soar through the air like no other, and it made him really successful back when WWE had the cruiserweight division on 205 Live. Neville is such an amazing prospect and talent. If he stays on AEW for the remainder of his career, then AEW is going to stay on the map, because Neville is one of the greatest high flyers that this era has ever seen. Number 5, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, along with his brother Matt, like I said about him, really innovated the tag team division and the high-flying abilities that tag teams can have in wrestling. Jeff Hardy's Swanton Bomb, whether he's hitting it from the top rope, whether he's hitting it off a truck, whether he's hitting it off the top of the Jumbo Titantron, Jeff Hardy's high-flying ability is unmatched. I don't see anybody in the current era that could take that spot from Jeff Hardy either. Jeff Hardy is just in a world of his own when it comes to high flying, especially in his prime. Jeff Hardy at WrestleMania 17 lit the world on fire when he got speared by Edge in midair after holding the titles in a ladder match. Jeff Hardy is just extreme in every aspect of the word. And when you're extreme, you're a high flyer. And when you're a high flyer, you're on this list. And number 4, Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne is just wow. He was teamed up with Kofi Kingston as part of Air Boom in 2010. And man, this kid, he might have only been 6 feet tall. He might have only been probably 170, 180 pounds. But this guy can fly. I know human beings are not supposed to be able to have the ability to fly, but this guy can fly. Like how much height he would get off of his finishing moves at the time, it would just be remarkable. I know I said it about Montz Ford, but for 2010, Evan Bourne was the high flyer. Evan Bourne set the standard for high flying. If you watched WWE in 2010 and you loved high flying, you loved Evan Bourne. Point blank, period. So, yes, number 4, Evan Bourne. Number 3, Booyaka Booyaka 619, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio was definitely the innovator of high flying of his era. Honestly, when it comes to the top 3 on this list, you could really put him in any order that you would want to. This is opinionated based. But at the same token, the 619 that Rey Mysterio delivered, followed by the Frog Splash, was just next level. It was acrobatic. It put butts in seats. And honestly, if Rey Mysterio's entire career involved him being in the cruiserweight division, I would understand why. Rey Mysterio can just move and glide in the ring so smoothly. It's incredible. Rey Mysterio was the biggest little guy. He was able to conquer a lot of big giants in WWE, but Rey Mysterio, for his size, at 5'6", 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio could move, and it was legendary to see Rey Mysterio perform in WWE. Number 2, I lie, I cheat, I steal, Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero was just amazing. Eddie was the rare breed that he could be both. He could be a grappler, he could be a submission specialist, and he could be a high flyer too. Eddie Guerrero's patented 5-stop frog splash wowed audience for every time he hit it in his entire career. Whether it was against Rey Mysterio Jr. on WCW, or it was against Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship in 2004. Eddie Guerrero lit the stage on fire. Eddie Guerrero was a fan favorite for a lot of WWE fans, even though he lied and cheated and steal and would be considered modern day to be a heel. Everybody loved Eddie Guerrero. And Eddie Guerrero was a once-in-a-lifetime talent, and his high-flying ability will never be forgotten in WWE. And number 1,
Rob Van Dam.
from Battle Creek, Michigan, Rob Van Dam was just spectacular in every sense of the word. Whether he was in WWE hitting his patented 5-stop frog splash, or he was on ECW drilling people with it, Rob Van Dam was amazing. He was definitely a legendary high flyer, and when he gets into the Hall of Fame, Rob Van Dam will get there because of his legendary high flying ability. Whether he's fighting The Undertaker, he's fighting John Cena at One Night Stand, or he's in a cruiserweight division fighting somebody his size. Rob Van Dam was definitely athletic enough to be able to step with anybody, and his 5-stop frog splash was definitely an X factor when it came to a lot of his wins. So yeah, that's my list. Rob Van Dam, number 1.